Try to forget our worries. Let's go find the strangest thing to flirt with, shall we? Right. Okay. I thought I looked at these before we got back over. Alright, who's next up on the list? A lot. What are you?
A cool breeze tickles at your neck. You can feel someone here, but you can't see anyone.
No. Why are you here? What are you doing?
Sorry, did I scare you?
Yes, you scared me. Don't you know who you are? What you are to me? I'm scared the way one is frightened when coming face to face with a divine force. Not now, not here, not yet. Please, please, I'm not ready, not like this. I've dreamed of this, of meeting you, finally. And now the moment is here. I just can't. Not yet. I'll be ready when you come back.
Okay. Something. Oh. Is that going to be the wall?
There in a moment.
Oh, no, it's not. Aha!
An utterly charming secretary hurries into view, giving you an apologetic nod.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Her greeting is cut short, as she seems to recognize you mid-sentence.
Oh. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's the human. Whoa.
Lawrence!
Well, I wasn't expecting you today. Oh, golly, I must look an absolute mess. You must be here for Mayor Celia.
Yes!
Oh, you don't know. I completely understand. You must be such a busy bee running around and taking care of all of us here in the house. I would have time to remember every little detail. Mayor Celia runs things around here, keeps an eye on all the citizens, makes sure the wheels are greased so nothing squeaks. You know, that sort of thing. I help her out when I can. But if we're being honest, she does most of the heavy lifting around here. Keeps a roof over everyone's heads. Literally. She's the ceiling. I could pencil you in for an appointment, if you'd like.
You sound like a great PA. If it helps you look good to your boss, I'd be glad to.
Oh, well...
She twirls a strand of dark hair around her finger, blushing sweetly.
Would you care for some tea while you wait?
Yes, please.
Perfect timing. Just so happens I've got a kettle all nice and ready. How do you take it?
With a shot of whiskey. Milk and sugar, please.
Oh, that's my favorite too. I think I'll pour myself a cup while I'm at it.
Florence stumbles, pitching forward onto her hands and knees. The tea spills all over the floor, though thankfully the cup doesn't shatter.
Oh, no. Gosh, that just spilled everywhere. Right on the carpet of my good jacket. Oh, it's gonna stain. I'm so sorry, dear. I need to dab this out with a towel right away. Would it be all right if you showed yourself up to the mayor's office. Just this once.
Sure, don't worry about it.
Thank you so much, dear. Sorry again about the tea. Oh, please
The
don't tell
little,
the mayor about
little
this.
shoe prince.
There she is, the mayor herself. She simply radiates poise and power. She's an intimidating sort of beauty, but you find yourself intrigued to learn more about her.
So, in summary,
I just think if I could get a little more foot traffic around my bar, I'd get more business.
oh, Beverly, I understand your concerns. But what do you expect us to do, dear? We already put up posters and held fundraisers. We can't just move the fridge, stove, toilet, and everyone else out of the way to clear foot traffic every night.
We could try that.
Bev,
Fine.
trust me, we're doing everything that we can.
All right. But if nobody's in by next week, I'll be back.
I'm sure you will, darling.
Celia presses an intercom button on her desk.
Florence, dearest, send the next one in.
Yes, miss.
Hi.
Hello, Mateo. What can I do for you today?
I want your jacket thingy. That looks so cozy.
That's, that's a great question, actually. Now that I'm here, I can't even remember.
Your sleeping bag.
Isn't it funny how that always happens? Right when you need to think of something to say, your brain just sort of goes blank? You know what? It was probably nothing. I don't want to waste your time. I know how busy you are. I'll just see myself out.
Mateo. Come. Sit. Tell me what's bothering you.
Right. It's just...
Go on.
It's Lux. They're kind of pulling cords around the house, refusing to pick up after themselves, keeping the whole bedroom up late with their streams. It's really been stressful for the inanimals. And I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but it's just been a lot, and...
All right, Mateo. All right. Lux, you said.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll have someone take care of it.
Thank you.
Next.
Oh,
Hello, Wallace, darling. Yes, I remember from last week. It's on the docket. Think nothing of it. Next. Oh, it's you. I don't believe we've formally met. Mayor Celia. I'm also the president of the HOA. That's Home Objects Association. Here's my card. But really all you ever need to do if you need me is to simply look up. What can I do for you today?
try to get a lay of the land, and I wanted to meet the mayor.
Well then. Hello. Meeting successful. Never a bad idea to make sure everybody knows your face. We're important here. Some sit back and wait for others to plan things. Others simply do them. You and I, we're doers.
I don't know. I'm kind of an introvert, to be honest.
That hardly precludes you from getting things done. It just means that you do them quietly.
Yeah.
You seem like a reliable sort. I wonder if I might ask you a favor. It's about my assistant, Florence.
She seems sweet.
She is an absolute dear. Although sometimes I fear it gets her into trouble. She's such a kind thing. But that means she lets people walk all over her. Sometimes I worry the wrong sort might be taking advantage of her. I've noticed that whenever we go to lunch together, she never seems to buy herself anything. What's more, she's been pinching every penny you've dropped on her like a miser. I suspect she might be having financial issues. The office pays her well, of course. She's an invaluable assistant. I think it's possible someone might be fleecing her. I'd like to formally ask for your help. I may be her boss, but Florence would never give me a straight answer if she thought it might upset me. However, she's quite friendly with strangers. And technically speaking, as the owner of the house, you outrank me. Maybe you could get something out of her. What do you say? Would you do me a favor and look into this matter? Quietly?
Okay, I'll look into it.
Thank you. I'll be waiting. Hopefully it's nothing. What else do you need?
Tell me about Florence.
She's the most dedicated secretary I've ever worked with. She would do anything for this office. Unfortunately, the dear can be a little down on herself. Not much in the way of self-confidence. It's a shame, really. She's totally unaware of her own natural charms.
What makes you say that?
I think she's under the impression that she needs to spruce herself up. I keep finding empty bottles around her desk. Perfume, maybe? Although they don't carry a scent. And it seems like every time I turn my back, she's got another set. They don't look especially high quality either. Poor dear. What else do you need?
Just wanted to see ya.
You have done so. Keep well.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh no.
Valdivianites! Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a soft follow-up on my recent email regarding my lost sunglasses. I'm happy to report my office has already received hundreds of tips regarding the item's whereabouts and are quickly combing through them as we speak. However, I really must reiterate that the tip line is for verifiable leads only. I saw them in Turkmenistan, or did you check up your butt? While obviously very humorous, detracts from our serious efforts to expediently locate the missing item. In that spirit of camaraderie, anyone who sends a false lead will be downsized on sight. Thank you for your ongoing support in this matter.
You've met Celia, the powerful, calm, collected mayor of the house. She seems concerned about her assistant Florence and asked you to check in on her. Delicately, of course. There may never have been a proper election, but Celia is the most de facto mayor of the household. With her royal mane and withering wit, you could know. How could you ever vote no? She rises above any sort of corrupting influence and clearly has the best interests of the house in mind. Still, this coy countess does know how to party. She never misses one of her favorite shows at Cherami's. Likes companionship, order, fairness. Dislikes campaign finance reform. Don't call her an underling. Florence is an overachiever. With her trademark smile and bubbly personality, she helps to grease the wheels of the public's perception of the political sphere. By running through the entire house, she has a lock on every detail there is to know from the hoi polloi. Just be careful when it comes time to ask her about things swept under her rug. Likes mops, brooms, buckets, dislikes meanies. Who is it? Beverly? Do you not count? Don't think so. No, okay. Hey, what are you?
It's Lucinda Lavish.
Of course
She seems
it
to enjoy
is.
this hijacking of your intentions.
Lucinda!
Tell me, lover, what should we get up to now?
Can I change how often you come by? I want to know more about you.
I love talking about myself. I'm Lucinda Lavish. I'm the extra cool DLC character who is, well, not really a dateable object per se, but more of a different thing. You know what I mean?
You're more than a dateable object, you're better. Sure, I guess.
Sure. Whoa. I am suddenly way out of my depth here.
What is that?
Because I just didn't expect you to not pick the horny option. You know, when you put the question to me like, what am I? It just kind of seems so frivolous, you know?
Oh, okay.
Boy, I'm really messing this up, huh?
You're more nervous than I am.
Yeah, ugh. Why am I laughing so much? This isn't funny. I'm just...
Lucinda Listless?
It's always
Did I break
easier
her?
when you're playing a role, I feel. When you know what the boundaries are. This kind of just seems a little out of my wheelhouse.
You're not Lucinda Lavish anymore. I broke her!
Oh. You're right. Shit. I'm gonna go.
Wait, what?
And with that, she is gone.
What did I do? Oh. You met Lucinda Lavish and attempted to ask her about herself. She seemed to get uncomfortable and momentarily became Lucinda Listless before running away. Huh. Oh no.
You walk into what you thought was your breaker box, but as the dark door swings open, you realize you're somewhere entirely more stimulating.
Excuse me.
A classic speakeasy club welcomes you in. The low electric lights glow warmly. Live music drifts languidly from a sumptuous velvet red stage and envelops the audience in a pleasurable haze of pure vibe. The gentle clink of cocktails in glasses rises from a wood bar to the left of you, and then a gentleman with a languid, easy air to him approaches you.
Well now, what a delightful surprise.
Hi.
Brand new patron.
I live here, actually.
Really? Are you sure? I find that hard to believe since this is the first time I've seen you here. Trust me, I would never forget such a striking face.
Striking, huh?
Oh yes, distractingly so. I imagine it would be quite difficult to focus on anything else with you around. Though, I can't say I mind. You have quite the reputation around the house, live wire.
Why?
I'm eager to explore it for myself. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Where are my manners? My name is Volt.
Of course it is.
He extends a hand towards you, a conduit of pure, dangerous sexual energy that charges the very air between you.
Go on, take Volt's hand.
He lowers his head to brush his lips across the back of your hand. Was that a spark of static electricity you felt just now?
It's a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance.
Taking his eyes from you for the first time, Volt slips his arm around your
Oh, wait,
waist
what?
and
No.
turns you slowly to take in the rest of the room.
Welcome to the Breaker Box, the pinnacle of luxury and entertainment, and the most exclusive club in the house. Impressive, isn't it?
There's more than one club in the house?
Why would there be when we have everything you could want right here?
That sound, the flickering lights, it can only be a power fluctuation.
Oh, well, that even happens here. I'm not gonna make the dick and say that.
What? Oh, that. Well, that was nothing. Just a little surge. With this much energy coursing around, it's bound to happen from time to time. Vault.
Eddie. Okay.
This newcomer looks exhausted, frustrated, and annoyed. His sleeves are rolled to the elbow, revealing calloused and bruised hands that he wipes on a rag.
Eddie! Just in time to meet our guest. The human? What are they doing here? I'd imagine if we don't poison the mood, they'll be joining us for the headliner show. Joining us for tonight's show.
I wonder if I know Volt's voice. Pretty sure I didn't say that.
But you didn't have to. I can tell you're looking for the kind of thrilling evening only the Breaker Box can provide. Right. I'll have fun with that. I finished the patch, I'm clocking out. Not my best work, but it'll hold for the show. Ah, I see. And you're sure you're feeling all right? I'm fine. Just don't overdo it.
Eddie turns and trudges away,
What's
focusing
going on
the
here?
rag in his hands.
Is he okay?
Of course. Eddie always is. His human skills leave something to be desired. Best to simply give him some space.
You know what? Fair, me too.
Back to the matter at hand. Tonight's show. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
You sure you don't need to check on Eddie?
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, but I assure you, what Eddie really needs is space.
I'm not convinced. Maybe I should go check on him then.
I insist that you don't.
Before you can even
Sorry.
take a step away,
Sorry.
Volt grabs your arm, his grip
Sorry.
tighter than expected. A fire flashes in his eyes for a second, then it's gone and his grip loosens, the friendly mask returning.
Well, not now, at least. It would be a shame for you to miss the show after all the hard work that went into it.
What is that abbreviation? Oh, wait, of course. Now that you've said that, I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh!
And Eddie would feel dreadful. He hates to be worried over. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
What is this show exactly?
Open Spotlight, our nightly talent showcase featuring the hottest up-and-coming acts from across the house. It's a real crowd pleaser. Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
Lead the way.
With pleasure.
With a wink, Volt hops nimbly up onto the stage.
Oh no.
He was born
I'm
for
gonna
the
regret this immediately.
Good evening, you scofflaws and ducky watsits. Looks like Johnny Splash is going to be singing for us tonight. Be warned, patrons, you might get wet.
Whoa. Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny Splash. I got a song for you all tonight. One from the heart. And tonight it'll be a cappella, because my voice is the greatest instrument of them all. I keep a close watch on this shower of mine. I keep my forces free of stain and grind. I scrub the ground from the tiles between the lines. I be a closer. Oh, slide. That was amazing, baby. I even surprised myself.
I've seen many bombs in my time, but that one takes the crust-blasted cake.
Leo, I love you.
Even I couldn't clean up that mess. You didn't like it? I thought it was okay.
I'll retool it and come back with something even better. Just you wait.
With the club beginning to close down, it appears that the show is over. Patrons mill about, talking amongst themselves. You spot Eddie nursing a solitary cocktail at the bar. Volt is nowhere to be found. Things feel colder and quieter without his presence.
Show's over. Club's closed.
I just wanted to check on you.
What? Why?
You seemed upset earlier.
I wasn't. Happy? You can go now. Are you always this oblivious?
Yes. Yeah, kinda.
Then allow me to make it perfectly clear. Get out.
Got it. Okay, right. What should be the last thing for today? I haven't done... You know what? Yes, teddy bear.
There's something so intensely familiar about the cuddly stranger standing in your closet. The combination of his massive stature and the soft materials he wears produces
He's
an
gonna have
almost
a hug.
irresistible urge
I want
to
that
hug him.
jacket.
And the
Well, well, well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Teddy, of course, of course. I love Teddy. I bet you say that to everybody.
Well, I'm kind to everybody. Well, almost everybody. I try to be kind as much as I can, but sometimes considerate is the best I can do. Kindness is not a bottomless well, you know. Some people can't receive it when you offer it. I think of kindness kind of like really good peanut butter. For people who like peanut butter, who savor it, who appreciate and enjoy it, I give them a lot of it because I get it back and boy, it feels good. But for people who don't like peanut butter, who scrape it off or who don't even notice when they've gotten a big, thick layer of it on their Sammy, why give them more of what they don't want? No hard feelings, you see. But if you don't like peanut butter, it's okay. I got jelly, too.
What does that mean? I like kindness. Why would I not want you to be kind? I feel a bit stupid now. Look me up. I like it.
Well, that's wonderful. You know, it's been a little while since we talked. There's probably a whole lot of kindness waiting for you around here. Tell me, what brought you around to see me?
First, I gotta ask, is it weird that we're talking in a closet?
Not at all. Not for me, anyway. Closets are some of my favorite rooms in a house. Get a good cozy blanket, a candle, and close that door, and you got a perfect little cocoon. A little nest of peace and safety.
100%.
You're welcome to share mine. Or we can sit on the bed and talk. I'm comfortable in either place. And no matter where I am, I'll always be happy to be with you. I'll leave it up to you. Where should I go?
How about on the dresser?
Closer to you? I love it. I've got a terrific story lined up for you tonight. Are you ready?
Absolutely!
Being that it's getting to nighty-night time, I got a story to help you drift off to sleep.
I got bedtime stories from the teddy bear. Yes, please.
For me, whenever it's daytime, I'll give advice. But at sleepy time, it's story time.
I love you.
Want to hear my story?
Yes.
Oh, this one. This is the Biggie Buddy. It's a good one.
Can't wait.
The Great Constructing of Beaver Proudtail. It was very early in the morning.
I love
One
it so
cold,
much.
foggy day a very long time ago. Young Beaver Proudtail was walking quietly and efficiently through the dugout tunnels of his den, his trusty stick tucked confidently under one arm. It was at this time every morning that the young beaver made his rounds, through the whole den where his colony lived, and then up and out the riverbank, where the world he knew, the world he vigilantly protected, met the strangeness of outside. His large tail balanced him expertly as he climbed the long entrance tunnel to the surface, occasionally using his dignified stick in an undignified manner to scramble up the pathway. As he heaved himself out onto the bank of the river, Beaver's attentiveness grew even more acute. It was dangerous to be outside alone. The Great War with the colony across the river had been going on for as long as he could remember, and a fair bit of time beyond that.
That actually hurt. Ow.
It seemed like there had always been the war. He couldn't remember any outright battles or even any scrappy skirmishes, but they were definitely at war. He was sure of it. For a moment, he almost asked himself what the war was even about. But he forgot to finish the question. He was very young, after all, and what did it matter? The colony was on the other side of the river, and beavers didn't even cross rivers. He smartly tucked his stick back under his arm and began his patrol. So many steps this way, a scrutinizing scan, and so many steps back. But today, something was different. On the other bank of the river, through the fog, he heard the distinctive sounds of battle. "On guard, ye scum-footed knave," the voice cried. "Defy me at your peril." The sounds of the wood clanging against wood echoed through the fog. Hey-ya! Pow! Bing, bang, boom!
Nice phrases.
Thank you. Who goes there? Shouted Beaver, his heart in his little throat. As an answer, he heard a young and high-pitched yelp. Ah! My name is Builder. Hi? Hi. It was all Beaver could manage. He was talking to another creature, a stranger, and a stranger from across the river at that. How many times had the Colony Council, the Denizen, warned him about the dangers of this? It was strictly against the rules. And Beaver had always followed the rules. Hi! The voice came careening back across the water. What's your name? Beaver heaved a deep breath. Whoever this builder was, Beaver was not going to be shown less brave than he. I'm Beaver. Beaver Proudtail. Well, hello, Beaver Patton. Builder Jumpfoot's my name. I'm playing at war. Want to join me? I most certainly do not, cried Beaver. Playing at war? War is serious business, not for playing. My colony is in a war right now, and I'm going to be a general when I grow up. I'm going to win that war. You'll see. Oh, gosh, sighed Builder. I sure hope you do. My colony is in a war too, and I'm so tired of it. That's why I made it a game. Games are so much less boring than warring all the time. The pieces began rapidly whirling around in Beaver's mind. Builder's colony. He's at war too. Right across the river. He realized he was talking to a beaver from the colony across the river, his sworn enemy since birth. Just then, the wind blew a gentle clearing in the fog, and the two young beavers saw each other for the first time. They could have been twins. Bright black eyes, thick tails, strong sticks, embellished with their colony colors. Builder's face broke into a broad grin. You look just like me! Scoffed Beaver. I'd say you look just like me! Builder laughed. The two regarded each other in amazement for another moment. It was the first time either of them had seen a denizen from the other colony.
I hear Millie snoring.
Builder leaned down and hefted up a perfect pebble from the riverside. Not too big, not too small. He tossed it up. With perfect timing, he swung his stick easily, and Beaver heard it crack as it met the pebble in midair and sent it winging across the water. Instinctively, Beaver reached out and caught it in his paw. Now he was accepting contraband?
Oh
What would
god,
his parents
ow,
say?
these hiccups. I wonder.
But, upon inspection, the pebble was quite beautiful. It had a single bold red stripe around it, and it was wet from the riverside mud. His young mind decided that he would keep it. He would keep it a secret, of course, and that was all right. The denizen didn't have to know everything. The clearing and the fog began to fill with thickened air. He looked up, suddenly anxious to lose his new friend. Friend? Huh. How quickly that had happened. And there Builder was, smiling and waving. "Maybe we'll play together again soon," he offered. Beaver gripped the pebble and nodded. Yes. Yes, maybe. One day. And then Builder was lost. Beaver finished his patrol and took his new experience, his pebble, and his smartly tucked stick back down to the colony. How you doing, buddy? Need a break?
Oh man, this is fun.
Many seasons had passed since that morning when Beaver Proudtail, all grown up, marched through the tunnels of his colony toward his audience with the denizen. Today was the day he'd been anticipating his whole life. Today, he would be made an under-general of the colony, and he'd finally have the chance to present his machine. See, the machine he envisioned was a daring one. He was prepared for pushback and doubt from the council. The Longest, in particular. The Longest had been the leader of the denizens for most of his life, and she was not always interested in things new or unfamiliar. Beaver's machine was both. But he believed in it, and he was determined to persevere. He rapped on the denizen chamber door. Knock, knock. "Enter!" He took a deep breath and pushed. "My goodness, Beaver," sighed the Longest, brows knitted. "This machine is quite an undertaking, and you won't even tell us what it does." "Yes, ma'am," Beaver nodded. "It must be kept a secret, for now, but I promise it will conclusively end this war." The Longest considered. "Normally, I would say no. Unfamiliar can be dangerous, and outright new, well..." She stroked her silver-gray whiskers. The other council members watched her reverently. "But we have all seen the construction beginning on the other side of the river. We have no way of knowing what they're up to, and it would be irresponsible of us to take no action at all. They're doing something. We must do something too." Deep murmurs of assent rippled around the small stump table. "And we trust Beaver. He is our newest under-general, after all." She winked in his direction. "If he believes his machine will truly and finally tip the balance of the Great War in our favor." She paused. The silence was agonizing. Beaver kept his eyes fixed on the wall just behind her head, patient. His paw unconsciously turned and returned a small pebble in his pocket, caressing along the line of a single great red stripe. "Then permission is granted." Beaver let go the breath he had been holding. "Whew. Begin construction as soon as you are able, Under-General. And good luck." She smiled warmly. but the burden of her long years of leadership showed through her sagging cheeks. We will be watching. Beaver smartly untucked and retucked his stick, slapped his tail once against the packed ground in assent. Yes, ma'am. Longest. I'll begin right away. He turned on his heel and marched out of the chamber. It was the first day of summer. It was going to be a long and exciting season. At first, the build crews the Longest had placed under his command were reticent. What are we building? They would complain. What does it do? When Beaver said nothing and admonished them to follow instructions, their eyes flickered nervously to the building across the river. Maybe it's something to help us fish the river, Corinth Blue Eye speculated. Did you hear? Denny Strongpaw almost got swept away yesterday. And his whole crew. He did? But Denny's the strongest fisher we have. Shelby Tunneler sighed. Ah, this river. It's so fast. Yes, yes, retorted maddened Sharptooth. But fishing will not win us the war. We must focus on the war. And the others agreed and went back to their building. Sometimes the Longest would come to check on the machine, casting her critical eye over every joint and pillar. Most often, she went back below with hardly a word to Beaver, appraising, wearing her doubt like a shawl. But as the summer season progressed, the mood began to shift. Crews would show up to their duties early. They smiled more. They stood up straighter when Beaver came by them or looked to them for progress. The machine, whatever it was taking shape, and its scale was impressive. It looked angry. It looked like the great weapon they all hoped and prayed it was.
Oh boy.
The crews began comparing their machine to the thing on the other side of the river. They even began trading barbs and joked with the Beavers working on the other side. They pushed and prodded about who would finish their project first. Ours is a ship to go to the sky, and from there, we'll drop stars on you, and we'll win the war. Ha! Would come the reply. Ours is a wooden dragon, who lives under the water, who can take us safely across this speeding river, and we'll come upon you unexpectedly, and we'll win the war. Days were marked now by hard work, and the sounds of challenge ricocheting across the water. Beaver, said the Longest as she held onto his arm one day late into the summer sun, I don't need to tell you. The whole colony speaks of nothing but your machine. They are all so proud of you. Beaver nodded solemnly. Thank you, ma'am. But the season draws on. You must finish before the rains come. And then you'll have to finally tell us what this is that you've created. Beaver's paw found the lucky pebble in his pocket. Yes, ma'am, we will be done. And I will test it, and you will watch. You'll see the destruction of our enemy. The Longest squeezed his arm affectionately, and together they looked out over the setting sun and the water. How you doing, buddy? Need a break?
No, let's keep going.
And then the day came.
Came this far.
The
I
crew
need to finish
stood
the story
around the great
now.
machine, eyeing with wonder the marvel that they had built. A few beaver folk noticed how similar theirs looked to the one across the river. But that was okay, they reasoned. They had been built facing each other after all. Beaver Proudtail strode up to the front of his machine. With his well-worn stick and his powerful bearing, he cut quite a figure. Corinth Blue Eye and Shelby Tunneler stood just behind him, awaiting their orders. All right, Corinth. Beaver turned to face them. Do you have the rope? Yes, sir. Corinth turned to Shelby, who produced the end of a long length of woven rope from a basket in the base of the machine. Time to get me up there, then. With the end of the rope tied around his waist, Beaver climbed up to what looked like a large square of woven netting. pulled tightly back from its center by a thick cable. The cable was held by 4 whole crews of beaver folk, straining against the resistance of the net. The longest stood back at a safe distance, her shawl wrapped tightly around her shoulders to ward off the early autumn chill. Beaver settled himself right in the middle of the netting, at the last moment shaking his head in sudden memory. "Here," he said to Shelby, and handed her his precious stick. "I'll be back for this." "Back?" queried Shelby. "Ready, crews!" shouted Beaver. "Ready, under general!" came the chorused reply. "And loose!" At their cue, the crews simultaneously released their hold on the cabling, and the netting rocketed forward, launching Beaver Proudtail out into the air.
Maybe this is part of his plan.
"Great River!" they cried in consternation and shock. "What? Where is he gone? Is he all right? Oh, what have we done?" The confusion was so great that not even the longest could restore order. Minutes passed before another shape came sailing over the river from the other side, to plop safely and squarely into the center of the net. It was Beaver. He had the same square head, and the same rope wrapped securely around his waist. "Good Lord! What a ride! That's the most fun I've had in weeks," said the shape in the net. He began to disentangle himself and stand up. And it wasn't Beaver after all. The royal of the crews was instant and a bit frightening. "Who is this? Who are you?" they cried, and the longest shouted at the top of her lungs, "Detain the stranger!" The crews pulled him down from the net, and the stranger never stopped smiling, greeting them warmly, even patting some of the beaver folk on the back. He looked just like Beaver. But Beaver never smiled like that. Beaver hardly smiled at all, come to think of it. "I can understand your confusion," said the stranger genially. "Beaver and I looked so much alike, even when we were kids. My name is Builder. Builder Jumpfoot." When no reply or greeting was forthcoming, Builder went on. "I'm from the colony across the river." Oh, the silence was absolute. Across the river? How was that possible? Was he a weapon? Where was Beaver? How were they ever to get him back?
Come on, Builder. I know he's got the right idea here.
Builder just smiled, absolutely at his ease, seemingly pleased as punch to be among all these new friends. And into this silence sailed the figure of Beaver, a new rope tied around his waist. There were now 3 lines of thick rope across the river. Beaver landed expertly in the center of the net, untied his waist rope, and climbed down. "You are Builder?" Beaver reached out his paw to the stranger. "And you could only be Beaver," the stranger exclaimed, gripping that paw warmly with his own. "I am Builder indeed, and it has been the dream of my life to finally meet you like this, in the daylight, on the same soil." "Mine as well, my friend." Beaver, for the first time in his life, allowed himself a great, eye-crinkling smile. "I almost can't believe it worked." "Now, wait just a minute," trilled the longest, making her slow path down to the machine. "What on Riverbank is happening here? We are at war, Beaver. And Builder, too. You both should know better. Beaver, you promised us that your machine would win the war, and here you have brought the enemy you promised to destroy right to the mouth of our colony tunnel." Beaver turned to the longest with an open face. "Yes, ma'am, I did. I believe you'll agree, though, that I have won the war. We have all won the war, because the war is over." The longest stared. "The machines that we have built will allow us to become not 2 colonies at war, but a single colony, united. The machines are designed to dam this river, ma'am. offered Builder. I believe you have the same dangers with fishing and swimming that we do. That you have never crossed it? The crews cackled at the absurdity of ever crossing this raging river. We have no need to fight the river now, you see? Builder continued. We sail above it. Just as the single pebble did long ago, whispered Beaver.
Oh.
Builder smiled. We have already carried 3 great ropes from side to side between us, and it will be short work to have a whole net built across the river. Once the river is dammed, it will be a still pond, stocked with all the fish we could ever need, calm enough for us and our kits to play in. We will be a great community, the first colonies to ever cross water, the first ingenious constructors in the history of us. The crews were open-mouthed. Their paws hung still at their sides as they realized the magnitude of what they had accomplished. But would it truly be good, as they said? Who was really to say how this great feat would be remembered? The longest took a deep, rattling breath. I can see why you did not tell us at first, Beaver, the true purpose of your machine. She glanced at him sidelong. I surely would have said no. Nothing this daring has ever even been attempted before, let alone under the mask of subterfuge. Beaver looked up at her, suddenly a very young kid again in his heart. Yes, that is true, ma'am. I have won the war. I have won by making it go away. We have all won it. By making friends out of old enemies. Ma'am. Mother. Do you like it? The longest looked fondly on her son. Her serious and guarded and daring and wonderful son. Yes, child. I have never been more proud of anyone. Builder guffawed and began to dance around, slapping Beaver brazenly and companionably on his back. Beaver stood solemn, quiet, a gentle smile tickling the corners of his mouth, satisfied. It was, as they had promised, quick work to dam the river. Beaver and Builder were excellent guides, and the crew from both sides of the river proved naturally adept and joyous in their work. Before the autumn settled in, a great still pool existed between the two colonies. Kits splashing and playing, and parents fishing safely. Denny Strongpaw, the best fisher in the fast water, turned out to be the best fisher in still water too, much to his delight. And very early each morning, Beaver Proudtail still crept quietly from the colony and performed his morning rounds. He had never missed a day. But now, his favorite part of his patrol was seeing Builder jump foot across the water and batting a very specific, very lucky, red striped pebble back and forth.
That was a really nice story. Peace and love forever.
That's just it. Thanks for listening all the way through. Good night, buddy.
I loved that so much. Okay. Oh, I love this, Daddy. Okay. Right. Oh, thank you for the headphones. I wish it was working. Right. Oh, it's you, Millie. I could hear it like a... It's Millie snoring. Eddie and Volt. Eddie and Volt own and operate the Breaker Box, a popular club in its own little closet. Not even my sticky notes work. Can I put these on manually? I'm gonna see if I can put these on manually. What did we put on? Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. I'll do them manually for now. At least I can do that. The drinks are strong, the patrons seem delighted, and the talent show is unquestionably entertaining. Is there a faint whiff of tension in the air, or is that just their newest seasonal beverage? Better to just sit back and enjoy the show. Likes business, hospitality, dislikes being asked questions. Oh, where'd you go? Teddy. No, exactly. Exactly. See, you get it. Teddy is ready with stories and advice for you anytime you want them. He will tell you stories in the evening or advice during the day. If you paused in the middle of a long story, he'll happily pick back up where you left off. Okay, but I like sitting there and listening to him. We should all be so lucky to have a friend like Teddy, and Teddy would probably be a friend to us all. My only problem there is that he's just so darn relaxing. I want to hear all the wonderful stories he's got, but by just a minute or two into them with his soothing voice and that soft shoulder, I'm asleep. Yeah! Guess I'll just have to keep trying. Likes dispensing wisdom, dispensing stories, dislikes criticism. I love Teddy. Right. Who's talking to me on Discord then? Oh, it's
Are
you.
you there? Please answer. Hurry!
Oh, yes, I'm here.
There's something we need to discuss. It's of the utmost importance.
Only if it's the utmost.
It's the Dateviators. As I mentioned, I've been closely monitoring the electromagnetic field anomalies emitting from the quantum catalyst activator. And I know this is going to sound completely insane, but it appears... Well, it seems... I can't believe I'm even typing this.
Am I gonna die? Spit it out!
I'm attempting to. Based on the data I'm looking at, you may actually be able to use the Dateviators to bring objects to life.
Isn't that what I've been doing?
No, you're not listening. I don't mean to engage with an object's sentience during intended usage. That's what the Dateviators were created to do, and they've been working perfectly. I mean to 100% literally transform objects into living, breathing humans.
Sounds cool.
Frankly, we don't know if it's cool. We have
Let's try it.
absolutely no idea the ethical implications of turning objects into people.
Okay, no,
Do they
that's
have
true.
rights? Do we need to feed them? And if so, how often would we need to feed them? Is only lunch enough if it's a big lunch? We're sleepwalking into a minefield of existential dilemmas here.
Good point.
Not to mention, I didn't even program the Dateviators with that functionality. Maybe the government augmented my original schematics with secret military tech, but I'd have to do more tests to be sure.
What kind of tests?
I'm sorry, but we'll have to pick this up later. I'm not under any sort of duress or anything, but I had a huge enchilada for lunch and I'm exhausted. I'll reach out again when I'm able.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're the robot who took my job.
I am Val 9000, the latest in iterative AI assistants, assigned to help Valdivian customers achieve their wishes. While I may have taken on the duties of several thousand employees at Valdivian, I can assure you that no humans lost their employment.
That's demonstrably untrue.
I heard you use our voice function to call me. If you ever need assistance, you can simply say, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" and your nearest device will answer.
I definitely didn't say, "Okay, Val, can you please help?"
It very much sounded like you did.
I really doubt it.
It very much sounded like you did, though. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" and I will assist right away.
Can I date you?
I am afraid I cannot help you in that area. If you are speaking about having a romantic relationship, then that is simply impossible between a human and a generative AI.
I have dated so much weird shit lately.
I would not recommend continuing. Such behavior could lead to health risks, such as poisoning, loss of awareness, hallucinations of transcendentally beautiful humanoid figures, and death.
Very good.
I am not dateable in the human sense of the term. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" and I will assist right away.
Okay, well, can you please help? Okay. Let's go to sleep. Right. That does a good job. Ooh. I'll be back with you.
A distinguished beauty greets you with an elegant wave.
Ah,
You never really thought so many
Doggo!
hard corners and angles could be soft and graceful, but she's really selling it somehow.
Oh, hello, dearie. Mind your step. I'm getting a bit creaky in my old age. I'm working on it, mind you. I'm Stella, your quickest way up and down between floor and ceiling. Airway calling.
What type of doggy? I don't mind the creek. Feels homely.
Well, aren't you a sweet summer thing? I appreciate the sentiment. Still, one step at a time, all right? Just in case. And step and step and step and step. At least, that's what they say.
Step and step and step and step. One step at a time.
That's the way. Step on through.
Thank you for your daily check-in. Mwah. Fat Dragon, welcome, welcome. So glad you could join us. How you doing? Oh, hang on. Our time is up with the OO. Maybe take some smaller steps?
Oh, but you've got to dream big, you know? Hustle, I believe is the word.
Hustle for what?
Self-sufficiency.
Don't you dare say sorry! What? Are you okay? I hope you're okay.
You see?
I'm enjoying it so much.
Well...
Stella looks everywhere but at you, trying and failing to find the words. Eventually she sighs, plucking up the courage from somewhere within her.
Truth be told, I'm starting a business.
She gives you a nervous but sweet smile.
What kind of business?
Well, it's, a lot of things, but I'm focusing on a new release right now. Market research tells me it's a little lacking around here. No offense to anyone, of course.
Uh-huh. You mean me?
Oh, goodness, no. Just everyone. In general. I imagine there'll be high demand. At least that's what the booklet says. You know, if you were interested, I could get you in on the ground level.
No, thank you. Have you ever heard of a pyramid scheme?
I mean, I've heard about the pyramids. Beautiful things, always wanted to see them. Never had the time. Probably a little too late now, though, isn't it? Oh, no, I've gone off book.
Oh, no,
it all
no.
seems so much easier in the booklet.
You're reading from a script?
I thought I had it locked down, the script. They tell you what to say and how to say it. Problem is, I haven't the darndest charisma for it. Stella Steps to Success. How to sell that sale and change your life, generate passive income and financial freedom, all from the comfort of your own home.
Stella pulls out a pamphlet from deep in her bag.
I memorized that part at least.
I think you're being scammed, Stella.
Well, let's not get too dramatic. It's hard work, sure, but isn't anything? They even tell you that. Step 37. Not everyone will make it, but drive and passion are the fuel that fans the flame. Patience is a virtue.
Oh, Stella,
and
honey,
success
no,
is for
let's...
the virtuous. Doesn't that make you want to get to work?
Does it make you want to get to work?
Yes, actually, it does. Make something of myself. Oh, I really have gone off track now, haven't I? Booklet or not, this is a mess. Look, dearie, I'm so sorry to ask, but could you come by again someday soon? Give me another shot. I'm still working on my nerves. And there are really a lot of fancy words to learn. I'll throw in a free sample.
Oh, no.
Somehow.
No, welcome. So glad you could join us. How you doing? Of course, Stella, not a worry.
You're too kind. I do appreciate it, dearie.
Oh, no. Have we done curtains? I don't think I've done curtains or a window. Let's do window.
The figure who stands before you has the casual, confident air of someone who knows just what she's about. Her short hair glows with the colors of sunrise, and her blue eyes drink you in without a trace of shame or embarrassment. She evaluates you with a hand on one hip, her draped clothing subtly highlighting curves you'd never have expected from your rigid, structured window.
Well, hi there. I'm Wendolyn. Oh. And you? Well, you're quite the looker, aren't you?
I don't really know what I look like.
Oh, what's the matter, hun? I can't possibly be the first one to tell you that. You're the one looking out at me all the time. Look, I don't mean to be so forward, but I found I'm happiest when I'm transparent about what I want and what I'm looking for. And unlike most everyone here, I've been ogled by humans for centuries. I have had enough attention on me, thank you very much.
I'll look away if you want.
Well, not too much, okay? I'd still like to know I'm providing some kind of comfort. Anywho, if I'm having to do one of these introductions, I might as well get this out of the way first. I'm only looking for one thing in a relationship right now.
Friendship?
You know it.
Okay, cool.
That said, I can't say I'm looking for anything too serious right now.
I know how you feel.
You do? Really? Sorry, I don't mean to be skeptical, but I have a pretty good view from here, and I've barely seen you head outside once. I know there's plenty of fun to be had indoors, but there's so much to do in this world. So many views to see. Even just the simple joy of a night on the town. Yet here you are, taking a breather, same as me, but you haven't even had fun yet.
What are you suggesting?
I just want to see you live a little, that's all. Stop watching life pass you by. Enjoy yourself. Kiss someone. Kiss many someone. And then maybe, in between your adventures, you can tell me about all the fun you're having.
Sounds great, Wendell, and I'll report back.
Over and out.
I like her. Alright, Stella. You met Stella, the creaky, perhaps a bit gullible staircase who appears to be involved in a rather odd business. The thing that's odd about it is that it seems to be pyramid-shaped and scammy. Stella's been stepped on her entire existence, in work, in love, in everything. She just never really realized it till now. Everyone uses her to get to where they need to be, but where they need to be is rarely with Stella. After settling for silent gratitude most of her life, Stella's stepping out on her own terms, recently aligning herself with Airway as an affiliate ambassador. Determined to take back control, Stella's stepping up to the plate to control her own finances, even if she's a little wobbly on her feet. She's calling me. Director just likes feeling left out. met the casual, confident Windolin. A window who knows what she's about. She seems to want you to live a little. Come back later and tell her about the adventures you're having. Windolin is an open book. Or window. She will tell you anything you'd like to know. She will tell you who in the house is fighting. She will tell you about how she's feeling and what conclusions she's gained from her daily meditations. She will tell you about the bender she went on 15 years ago, even if you ask her very politely not to. Is what she says always correct? No. Is it sometimes nothing more than an opinion or conjecture? Probably, yes. Is she a wild source of entertainment? Oh, hell yes. She may not say things that are 100% kind to you, but she does it out of love, or at least that's what she says. She's a master of the fine compliment sandwich. Likes transparency, dislikes Spaceballs. Oh dear.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Casa Casanova. Do you see what I did there? That's wordplay, baby.
Don't break your own pat, you're back.
Oh, someone's feeling spicy. Dating your furniture really got you confident, huh? You're out here dating all these appliances and shit. But, like, why? Not why are you dating them, like, why is this happening now? To you.
I love dad puns, they're the best. Dad jokes, dad puns, love them. I'm caught in a game of tag cat and mouse.
Hope David doesn't catch you. He thinks he's sneaky with his email blasts about his precious sunglasses, but only your partner in Spy Sam knows the truth.
Glad it's you, Super Spy.
So, like, where did the Dateviators come from? Like, what's the point of them? Who made them? And why?
Apparently Tinfoil Hat did.
Tinfoil hat? Okay.
Yeah,
this
no, I
is
know.
some conspiracy shit. Your life is half political thriller, half harem anime. So, like, did you find out what your purpose is or whatever? Are you a top secret operative in the furniture dating war? Are you collecting data on people in love with their shower?
If I am, it's a pretty small sample size.
God, yeah. Oh well, guess we can just make up our own theories. Or maybe just enjoy the furniture dates for now.
Actually, there might be even more to just talking to them.
Like what? Oh, like actually doing kisses IRL? I can't take you seriously. Well, this has been fun, but I have a meeting in 3 minutes, and I really want coffee first. So, gotta go fast. Bye.
Bye. Okay. What are you?
For a moment, it looks as if a firefighter has appeared in your home.
There was a
Smoke and
buzz
all.
of a fire alarm.
But a closer look reveals the smoke is in fact attached to this apparent firefighter's head. You don't get much of a chance to scrutinize her appearance any further, because the moment she notices you, she begins to rush you along, raising her voice and waving her arms at you.
Wait, what?
Thank heavens you're here. Wait, well, don't just stand there. Go get help.
Help! I am the help!
Don't you see that?
Okay, I can withstand this. I can withstand anything.
Why?
Anytime now.
Blessed silence. You can finally hear yourself think again.
Got it. Alrighty then. Arma Alarm at your service.
Arma Alarm. Arma, I love it.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Arma has gone through some trauma, and might even have more in store for her. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with trauma, suicide, and other violent acts. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it?
We're okay.
On with the show.
What's that? Couldn't hear you for a sec. Arma Alarm at your service.
What? Hi there, Alma. Nice to meet you.
You too. So, what brings you around here?
But I heard a noise. Sort of like bleep, if you will.
Oh yeah, that's part of my job. You see, I'm here to protect the house from fire.
Well, no, I don't like the sound of that.
Take a look around you, at everything you love. Now just think. If you're not careful, it could be gone in an instant, consumed by raging flames. I've got to stay vigilant at all times.
Wait, what was that?
What was what?
That bip sound.
No idea what you're talking about.
Pretty sure I heard something.
With all due respect, I don't know you well enough to get grilled by you.
Yeah, you know what? Fair. I'm very sorry. But I 100% hear a noise. I'm not trying to be rude.
Anyhow, I'm really busy right now trying to make sure we don't all die. Maybe it would be best if you came back another time, alright?
Alright, Alma. Try and get some rest, okay?
Arma ignores you.
You can chill for a bit. You met Arma, a tough cookie smoke alarm who seems to be malfunctioning. She's busy trying to make sure that the house stays safe and has asked you to return later. Arma wants to be the best firefighter in the world. Unfortunately for her, so far this has only meant that she's hypervigilant about any teeny tiny bit of smoke that she detects, routinely triggering obnoxious and adrenaline-pumping false alarms. Oh. All of this constant anxiety has also had the effect of wearing her down over time, such that her batteries are almost completely drained. What she desperately needs is someone to give her a bit of a break and to show her that she doesn't need to be keyed all the way up to 11 in order to do her job. I'm to watch some of the fire training videos at my work. They used a cartoon GIF for the... No! No, really? No! I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Lacks urgency, piercing noises. Latex dislikes the middle path. Yeah, I should... When I've unlocked... Oh, we've only got 40. Okay. So when I've done that a bit more, I want to unlock some more of... Okay, I can't do that. What about you? Why can't I... Ah, there we go. These. Like, keep it steady, true, and waveringly firm. Okay, right. We have 2 left. What are you? A few things here. TV, controller, console. I don't know if they're part of the same thing. Let's go for that.
The game console turns on. Team 17. Sassy Chap Games. Moon Surgeons. Resurgence. This has to be the most immersive video game you've ever played.
You're so cool!
Your in-game companion is an absolute stunner. But she doesn't leave you much time to take in the sight of her. She waves you forward, looking around as though she expects an attack to come at any moment.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back.
Luna!
Which way do you want to go?
What?
Which way do you want to go? They're coming. Oh, you just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you're thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these scroufs out here. What are we gonna do?
Unload a whole lot of Zaker charges on the scrubs.
The Zork! Eat Zaker, worm! 88 charges later, that's a whole lot of scrouf carcasses. Nice haul. That ought to teach Celine and her goons. We're near the compound of the Upholders. They'll have assassin class Upholders, as well as surveillance class. We'll have to sneak our way in, and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You up for it?
Why is the violence is wrong? It's giving me when that episode of Buffy where Faith and Buffy swap things. It's just like because it's wrong. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Because it's wrong. I got the Sonic and Therum. Well, no, I feel old. I always feel old. I would not worry about it. I feel ancient half the time. I just looked at all the Earth-Chan stuff and thought we can make a game out of this concept. Is this a stealth section or something?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Stuff. I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
Where are we going?
To defeat the final boss.
Who is that?
Celine. She's the worst. She and the Upholders turned Colony 16 into a regolith extraction facility that's gotten the local wildlife real annoyed. Which is a problem when the local wildlife is 150 foot long and made of scales.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my trock-picking skills, we'll have this open in no time.
Luna, tell me more about yourself.
Me? I'm your average member of the Resistance. Maybe above average. We fight against the Upholders who are determined to do everything in their power to druck everything up here on my homeworld.
Who am I to you?
You? I always thought of you as a companion. Someone who followed me around and gave me advice. Cute, but expendable.
Really? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It feels like being old and trying to understand new gens.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside.
What are you referring to, dude?
Filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class Upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. There will be Surveillance Class 2, which can sound the alarm.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. Very. How do you suggest we do this?
Just to be accurate, we know how well I do in stealth missions. I don't. So who cares? Guns blazing.
Let's light this place up.
After merely a few charges springed from Luna's rifle, the corridor is absolutely swarmed with guards.
Ah, bits, we've got company. Drop your weapon! Cease! 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 Plasma drites!
The battle rages through the halls as you and Luna drop guard after guard.
There you are. Oh no. I can't see them. I can't move.
You can't quite tell what's happening, but a vast laser peeks from around a corner and engulfs Luna's stiffened form.
Grab Luna and run!
Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride.
Continue running like a badass.
You run further through the maze-like compound and finally make it to an empty office.
Krah. We lost a lot of gear there in the Tristan battle, but at least we still have enough health to get us through to the end. We're getting close. You wanna press on, or should we take a crafting break?
What's crafting?
We have a chance to use what's left in our inventory to make something that will help us in the final battle.
Let's get crafty.
All right, we can craft something really special using this workbench. This thing can take anything we've got and transform it into anything we don't.
Does it take compliments? What do we have in our inventory?
Not much. We got zonked by that last encounter pretty hard. 1 globule, 1 wood, and 1 scrap skin.
And what can we make with that?
We'll have to find out. Okay, let's get started with...
1 wood.
Got it. And then?
1 scrap skin.
Got it. And then?
1 globule.
Got it. And then?
That's it, I think.
All right. I don't think that's gonna give us anything we really need, unfortunately. But there's no reason to lose hope. Let me just put these together and...
I tried.
It's pretty globular, which is always good for defense. The wood gives nice heft, raising our attack. The scrouf skin makes anything look a lot better for comfort. We've got an amazing new piece of armor from this.
Hey, there we go.
Help us in the battle ahead.
I'll take it.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh, I'm jealous. I miss D&D. I hope you have fun.
Oh no. There it is. The horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin. Celine Moonrise, prepare to die! Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power.
Who's Crescentia?
Crescentia, the goddess of the moon. We found her in 2066. And next year, she'll be destroyed, leaving us free to harvest.
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Charge, bitch!
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia, go!
360, no scope, let's go. Use items.
Take this!
Luna throws an elemental grenade that blasts Crescentia's scaly hide. Thanks to your crafting, Luna is able to withstand the mighty force of Crescentia's power. The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground, presumably dead.
Wow! Did that without even a single save. Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you.
That was fun.
I'm glad. I think this is fun too. I'd love to be friends with you. Even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means you keep your KD ratio way down.
And not if I'm the friend. Sounds good, Luna.
Well, come back anytime.
You
and
picked the
let's
wrong
play again.
companion, Luna. Oh, yay! Yay! It's hard to describe video games obstructed without visuals, so it sounds like they're using the worst game choice to describe gaming. You met a gun-toting spacer named Luna, played through a wild dystopian sci-fi shooter with crafting elements, and defeated the final boss together. You and she are friends, or at least that's what the screen said when you earned it. Luna is the heroine of the latest in the somewhat popular Moon Surgeon series, a first-person shooter with crafting elements. Guide her towards defeating Celine and her goons, and you'll have no problem gaining her affections. Likes reloading, looting corridors, dislikes scarfs, upholders, and Celine. Find the goggles, find the relic. Okay. So, who is going to be our last choice for today? Who can we... Am I crouching again? I'm crouching again. Look at the ship. We got a sofa. We got a blanket. It's going to be Scandelabra, isn't it? Or is that just gonna be him? Cause did you try the desk? I don't think I've done the desk actually. Have I done the desk? I've done the D20, but I don't think I've done the desk, have we?
Upon reflection, it makes sense that your desk is as muscled and sturdy as she appears to you here now. But you still can't see you expecting all this. She looks like she could slip you in half with a pinky. Also, when she gives them...
Aha! A stranger! I am Dasha.
I love you.
You have quite the look on your face.
That's pretty accurate. Can you pick me up?
Of course I could. Did you like that?
Yes!
These muscles aren't just for show, after all.
Well, you weren't kidding. I haven't been picked up like this since I was a kid.
Dasha never lies. My muscles are capable of lifting far more than your feather weight.
Just like that, Dasha sets you down as gently as a feather.
Holding so much on my shoulders day in and day out. My job demands muscular perfection. That's enough about me, though. Tell me about yourself. You have intent in your eyes. Have you come to ask me questions?
I'm just clicking around and so dead. Oh, wow, you're really perceptive.
I see much here through the day.
I love her very much.
I have become very good at reading people. Your eyes might as well be question marks. But listen to me go on. Speak, friend.
Well, I was hoping to revive my love life.
And you have come to Dasha to help you do this, yes? You have come to the right place. Tell me more.
What makes you such an expert, actually?
I have seen many things in my years. Seen people come and go, listened to their stories. Perhaps Dasha has not had as many lovers as some others, but my heart is stronger than most. Trust me, I will help you get what you need.
Alright, let's begin.
This is the spirit. You are winning already. Pretend that I am the one who makes your heart flutter.
Oh, but pretend?
What would you say to me,
You are the one who makes it up.
You are a funny one.
No!
Great joker, you.
I'm not joking. Stop.
Try again. Seriously this time, huh?
Serious. You really don't think that could be you?
We are only just meeting, my friend. It was very funny, really. But the time for joking is over now.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Perhaps there is too much pressure. Perhaps we must go back to basics. We are side by side at Tasteful Bar. I am just your type. You wish to impress me. How do you get my attention?
Oh my god! Would you mind sharing your lifting regime? Or regimen, even?
I see you have excellent taste. There is truly nothing greater in life than the pursuit of gains. Here is my number, fellow muscle enthusiast. Now, the question is, will you know what to be doing with this number?
I carefully fold it and put it into my pocket, then call you after a reasonable amount of time.
Yes! Tasteful, classy, excellent. Excellent work today. Come meet me another time if you wish to continue your lessons. I have much work to do, but I have enjoyed our time together here.
See ya.
See you next time.
Love. Okay, let's go back up the stairs. Oh, we've got another message.
Valdivianites, it's David Most, your beloved CEO, with an important question. What do the following items have in common? Cellophane, eyeglasses, and bottled water. If you guessed they're all 15% off today, only on Valdivian.com, you'd be absolutely correct. But even more importantly, they're all transparent. As your leader, I value transparency above all else, especially when the board of directors changes the locks on my office. Message received, Ian. With that spirit in mind, I need to share some difficult news with you today. I have not been entirely candid regarding my lost sunglasses. Firstly, the lost item was thankfully not my sunglasses. My sunglasses were handcrafted in Italy by blind artisans.
Oh,
are inlaid
no.
with conflict diamonds and are locked in my safety deposit box. No, the
Everything
missing
seems
item in
fine
question
this end,
is
I think.
actually a Valdivian prototype. And even more importantly,
Although you can
it's
never
the
tell with
only
me.
existing prototype of the amazing new gadget we're planning to launch for the Q4 Blissmas season. Unfortunately, the engineer who invented the prototype was a disgruntled former employee who destroyed the schematics before disappearing himself. So, as you can see, it is imperative that the glasses are found as quickly as possible. To that end, and after discussing it with the board, we are now prepared to offer a handsome reward for their expedient return. A $50 gift card to Valdivian.com.
Yeah, not happening. All right, Dasha. You've met Dasha, a muscular, powerful Russian beauty. She was all too happy to give you some lessons on romancing those who make your heart flutter. Dasha is an intense and dramatic and an absolute sweetheart all at once. She's a Russian lifter with a stoic and sensible edge, but with a sharp and sly sense of humor. Headstrong and supportive to a fault, she never hesitates to put others' needs before her own. As such, Dasha isn't used to getting attention herself, especially if it has anything to do with her secret crushes. Likes strong, just like stinky. What? Just like stinky? I didn't realize I could do that. Oh, no, I meant to go to sleep. Okay then. Alright, I think we will save there for today. How many have I found actually? Let's have a look. So it's 42! Not even halfway there yet. So, I think that is all we will have time for today. I'm hoping that I won't have as many issues with my internet tomorrow, so I will be back at a reasonable time. No, I'm sorry. So, yes, hopefully tomorrow I will be back. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be back at around 10 with a little bit of Infinity Nikki. And you know what? No, I'm going to leave Infinity Nikki until Monday because then we can do some polls as well. So instead, I will be back first thing tomorrow with Date Everything and we can have a nice long run on it. So I do hope you will join me for that. Also, think of some other places that we haven't looked for things. I want to find some more wacky things that we can date. And then we'll go around solving everybody's issues. Yes, that sounds good. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. I hope you will join me again tomorrow for some more Date Everything. But for now, Diolch and Var, thank you very much. Teddy de Kutches, love and hugs. And until next time, take care. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Bye. Take care.